with Great Falls coach Tom Butler. His team just won sort of an instant classic over the Lewisville Lions in overtime, 32-26. Coach, why don't y'all just start in overtime every week? It'd make things a lot easier for you.
I know that's right. I know this much. I mean, people pay $7 to get a ticket at the Devil's Den. They get their money's worth. That's for sure.
So you're 2-1, both wins in overtime. Lewisville did a really good job of taking away Kelton Talford tonight, but you had a lot of your other skill guys step up and make plays.
For sure. Last week we had DJ Adams had 78 yards receiving, and Xavier Moore had 116 yards last week. So when we got more than one, it's hard to focus on just Kelton. Kelton's so unselfish tonight. He did everything we asked him to do on defense. He's just a football player. He's just an athlete. I know he's a D1 basketball player. He's a football player too.
Tommy Siegel was under a lot of duress tonight. I mean, they hit him a lot, but boy, he just kept bouncing back and made big throw after big throw.
You know, when I got here, that was the thing about him is he'd get hurt. Well, he's tough as nails. He spent a lot of time in the weight room this summer. I think that's helping him out a little bit as far as being able to bounce back from hits and things like that. You know, he did what we asked him to do at the end. We called a timeout, we called the play, and just told him to throw it up there. We'd be open. He trusted me. It was open, and we scored.
Defensively, Lewisville has got 2 or 3 of the best receivers you're likely to see this year with Scott and with Demetri Carden.
Right.
And they certainly made their share of plays, but in the second half in particular, you guys did a really good job of limiting how much they hurt you.
You know, my defensive staff really went into halftime and drew up a plan to stop it, what they were doing in the first half, and it worked. Really stifled them. I wish we could have put more points in the second half to give our defense a break, but, you know, it is what it is.
What turned out to be pretty huge, they actually get called for a 15-yard penalty after the regulation ended.
Right.
And that ended up being assessed against them to start overtime, which starts them out at the 25. So that how does that kind of change the way you approach things?
Nothing. We always want to be on defense first so we can get the ball. But, I mean, first and goal from the 25 is a heck of a lot different than first and goal from the 10. Thought my guys, for the first time all year, we really had our composure about ourselves. That's something we talked about in pregame speech. And I couldn't be prouder. We didn't get maybe one 15-yard penalty, but it was a football play. It wasn't talking, it wasn't that, and that was just running your mouth. You know, and our kids did a great job of doing exactly what I asked them to do, and that's having composure in a big game.
What is it with you guys in overtime? I kind of asked you that to start off with, but you won a triple overtime game to start the year, and now an overtime one with your biggest rival.
Right. You know, our kids, after the past 2 weeks, our kids feel confident in a close game. We never dropped our heads. You were over here on the sideline. We never stopped. Kids believed in what we were doing, and we went to overtime. We had our whole defense walked out there and said, "We got them now." It's like we want overtime. You know, I really feel last week if we get in overtime, we win. Right now, we know how to play in tight games, and hey, that's what good teams do.
Not getting your head down was a big part of it tonight because, you know, you guys score to go up, and then Harden takes 180 to the house.
Yeah.
And, you know, for a lot of teams, that would probably be more than they could have overcome.
Yeah, you know, it's becoming a repetitive thing for us, you and I right now, is bouncing back after something happens. A lot of teams duck their head. You know, our kids don't. I believe in them. They're not going to duck their heads. They're going to fight to the very end, and that's a testament to them and this community.
Lastly, not at all football related, tonight was special for a couple of reasons. You get your first win in your first game against Lewisville, so you could probably be elected mayor of Great Falls right now.
At least for a week, maybe.
But there was a pretty big check presentation early on.
Yeah, we raised, between the two schools, we raised over $3,000. Not quite sure the amount, but it was over $3,000 for Cure Sanfilippo. The foundation starter was here for the game, at least for the first half, and that means a lot to me, being with my daughter. You know, that's what we deal with on a daily basis. So it was really awesome for the communities, two communities to come together for that one cause.